when I saw that, I knew that was the meme that was gonna go in. But it's just funny that the people on the right are talking about these are the like points that we want to talk about, like boom, 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 and then on the left it's just more like, oh, there's a fly! Oh my God, there's a fly! You know, it's just so stupid. Hey, what's up, you guys? So I'm coming at you with another video in day 28 on my 30-day challenge, and today we're talking about the vice presidential debate because it just happened, and I don't know about y'all, but let's get into it. But of course, if you're new to my channel, what is up? My name is Mitch, Maverick Mitch, hey Mitch, all the Mitches, and pretty much I like talking about what I talk about. So, current events, reviews, and pop culture within the scope of entertainment, culture, and purpose. So that just means I like talking about what I talking about. So TV, movie reviews, social commentary. Check all those videos out as you're finishing this video. Okay, so obviously there's not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, I think this whole debate was good, per se, coming out of the other debate with the presidential debate, but I think this was kind of boring. Obviously there's a lot of people in media looking for those viral moments. People on the left were looking at the fly, the people on the right are talking about the points that Pence actually did well, and talking about like pro-life, talking about, you know, fracking, the Green New Deal, talking about packing the courts, you know, talking about Harris' history as a prosecutor, and he didn't go hard enough on that, but I'll go back into that. So obviously I'm gonna just jump all over the place and really talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and pretty much, yeah, just talk about who did what and, you know, what they could have done better. So yeah. Going back into what sums up this whole debate, I think I'm gonna just repeat what I said. Like, for the left, it's the fly on the wall type thing. It's what bugs you, using all those puns about the fly. And then just showing the sass, I guess, of Harris. Like, I perceived it more as being smug than that her being, ooh, she's being sassy. I'm like, okay, whatever, I suppose you can interpret it that way, but again, I saw it as more condescending, like, I'm speaking, you know, like, just as much as people are turned off by Trump, I was turned off by Kamala Harris, you know? Going into Pence, I think he did a great job trying to be as civil, presidential-like versus Trump, which is fine. Like, if you want to give, you know, if Trump is like the jock, you know, the rap, like the big L jock, he's more kind of like the more laid back type of person. But anyway, going into the points that he made, I think he did a great job talking about what also sucks. And other people have mentioned this before, like when Kamala goes into talking about, you know, the like people good on, like there's good people on both sides, talking about the people animals, talking about what she should have been referring to, MS-13, but she's talking about Latinos, and then the Muslim ban, which is against the, like, more of the more problematic Muslim countries, but she doesn't go into there. And obviously, it's hard for the right, it's hard for Pence to denounce all of this stuff, right? It's up to, like, the patriots out there to actually do fact checking, and I know he has a hard time going about that, but yeah, point of the matter, again, Pence did a good job talking about the points that he needed to come across. I think there was points that he should have hit harder, but I like the points, you know, he did the whole, like, I am pro-life and I'm not going to apologize for that, and I think that was a great line. I also like the line, you know, he was saying something about, you can have your opinion about your fact, you can have your opinion, but you can't have opinion about, you can't make up your own facts type thing. I'm misquoting it, but it was on those lines, paraphrasing. And obviously he talked about the Green New Deal, right? And that that the Democratic Party is for the Green New Deal, and they're against fracking, but he cornered her saying like, hey, are you against fracking? And she's like, no, of course I'm not against fracking, but she has done very much, says that she is for fracking. So
Hi. Thank you. My family lives in western Pennsylvania, where fracked gas wells have become a common sight, yet the toxic impacts of fracking on the community are immense, from contaminated groundwater to poisonous emissions. Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office? adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah.
You know, I understand the answer. It's whatever answer that sounds sweeter, you know? Like, if I'm talking to the Green New Deal people, yeah, of course we're gonna abolish fracking. If you're talking to the people who are the miners and the workers and the union people, like, of course not, I'm not gonna take away your jobs. Of course I'm not gonna ban fracking. Of course not. Like, it's whatever she wants to sell. And you can say that on both sides, sure, whatever, but, you know, she just wants to say whatever sounds good at the moment, you know? And then going into packing the courts, that was a great corner move. I think that showed really well. And of course, she could have just lied. You know, Kamala could just say, "Of course, we won't do that," and go ahead and do that if they have the opportunity. But she just didn't answer the question. I think that was a really great point. Going into Kamala's moves. You know, okay, so I don't like this tactic, but so let's go into what Kamala did well, right? I don't really like this tactic, but it works for her. She's promoting herself. She's giving her resume. She's like, I was a prosecutor for this and this and this. You know, my time as this and this and this. You know, as the first this and this. She's giving her resume. Like, okay, cool. I get why you're doing that, but you're not talking about like right now. You're not talking about like the points that we need to hear. She just wants to say she wants to brandish herself and platform herself, which is also a bad thing. I wish this is the part where Pence should have done better. Like, okay, so talking about jobs, you talked about all of Biden, you put him down as a racist and everything, and then you dropped out of the race. One of the first people to drop out of the race, but at the opportunity that you got a phone call from Biden to be VP, you put all of that aside. You put all the racist things that you said against Biden, you say all those bad things against Biden so that you can have a job, so you can keep your power. I would have gone that route, right? And so, like, you know, he should have went that route. So, but he didn't. Secondly, the one thing that I was watching Actual Justice Warrior, and I agree, he didn't go there, and I wish he did. He talked about prosecution. This should have been the nail in the coffin. This could have been like how he can won the debate. He should have like, okay, you talk about all about the prosecutions and everything. How about you talk about the people that you didn't prosecute? How about the people that you bailed out? Not the peaceful protesters, the actual rioters and unresters that you bailed out. Like, you talk about being law and order, you talk about being a prosecutor. How about you talk about the people that you did, how about the people you bailed out? Let's speak to that. Do you deny that? Do you deny that? Like, no? Okay, well, let us know. And then obviously that could have cornered her. He could have put another nail in the coffin in which like Tulsi Gabbard put all these things against you and you couldn't defend yourself and you can't defend yourself now. And that could have been a better case because people could relay back to the Democratic debates, right? In which, yes, Tulsi Gabbard did serve her, you know?
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
And so that could have been it, but it didn't go there. And then obviously it's being sidetracked by this damn fly, which isn't too bad, but it's just funny because like when I saw that, I knew that was the meme that was gonna go in. But it's just funny that the people on the right are talking about these are the like points that we want to talk about, like boom, 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 boom. And then on the left, it's just more like, oh, there's a fly! Oh my god, there's a fly! You know, it's just so stupid. This is so childlike, you know? They talk about like Trump being like a kid or whatever, not being serious, and then when we have an opportunity to be serious, it's the left who's talking about like, oh, like there's a fly! Like, give me a break, yo! Final thoughts? actually enjoying this video. There's actually a lot of points that I was able to talk about. I thought I was like hesitant to do this video just because I was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? But actually I found out there was a lot to talk about. But I think final points is like going back to like, I'm fine with Trump being the way he is. Like I find him being a businessman. I don't need him to be a politician. For these two candidates, for them to be a politician and talk about like that last question about that 8th grader and all that stuff and give like really like polished answers, I think that's what's fine. And then going into like what Pence was saying, you know, we should be able to have a debate and come back together as Americans. And I think that's a good point to talk about and going forward to these elections, going past these elections and thereafter. So I think that's a good point to end with. Like, you may disagree with your opposition, but we, at the end of the day, we are all Americans and we should fight America. But low-key, there's people who are trying to burn flags and trying to destroy the nation. But I'm gonna, but that's none of my business. But you can figure that out. But okay, so let me know what you think. Did you watch the debate? What were the highlights that you like? Comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what worked, what didn't work. What you like about Kamala? Was she sassy or was she smug? What do you like about Pence? Was he boring or was he like bold, you know, in his words? And so let me know what you think. I thought what I think, so let me know. Alright, so you can follow me on my Instagram at HeyMitchMitch. You can follow me on my joint Instagram at It's Mandatory Fun, where I do other videos with my friend Jen. You can also follow me on Parlor, Maverick Mitch. And then see you in the next video. Be a part of this 30-day challenge. Pray for me, because I'm like super tired and I don't know if I can keep this up, but I will. I will try. I will do it. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace, peace, peace! Be with you.